This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for February 24th, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 1.99 points or 0.49% to 411.29. Total trade volume was up with 92,042 shares changing hands at a total value of 457.5 million real or over $114,600. On the main board, 6 stocks were up and none were down. Leading the market was the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, up 1.37% or 160 real to 11,800 real per share, followed by the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, which was up 0.96% or 60 real to 6,300 real per share, and MJQ Education, which was also up 0.96% or 20 real to 2,110 real per share. 3 stocks, Grand Twins International, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, and Cam GSM remained flat. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering was up 1.46% or 30 real to 2,090 real per share, while JS Land stayed flat at 3,060 real per share. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 29,342 shares changing hands at a total value of 183.5 million real or close to $46,000, approximately 32% of Monday's total trade volume. Akleda Bank recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 20,986 shares changing hands at a total value of 152 million real or about $38,000, which was around 23% of February 24th's trade volume. In other market news, an official ceremony was held at the Cambodia Securities Exchange building to commemorate the official listing of Akleda Bank PLC subordinated bond on the CSX. The first tranche of Akleda Bank's subordinated bond was issued on January 22, 2025, and successfully raised over $85.8 million, one of the largest transactions recorded on the CSX. Akleda Bank has obtained approval from the NVC and SERC to issue $100 million in subordinated bonds. Information on the second tranche subscription will be announced to investors at a later date, with the bond issuance process expected to be spread out over 4 tranches overall. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened slightly to 4,011 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly down to 106.61. Looking at global commodities, oil prices extended last week's losses on Monday as investors awaited clarity on talks to end the war in Ukraine and weighed up the prospect of a resumption in crude exports from northern Iraq. Brent futures were down 14 cents or 0.2% at $74.29 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures lost 21 cents or 0.3% to $70.19. Gold prices edged up to trade near its record peak, helped by a weaker U.S. dollar, while investors looked ahead to a key inflation report due later this week to gauge the U.S. Federal Reserve's interest rate trajectory. Spot gold rose 0.3% to $2,943.50 an ounce after scaling an all-time high of $2,954.69 last week. U.S. gold futures added 0.2% to $2,958.20. U.S. stock futures jumped early Monday as the market looked to recover after the S&P 500 had its worst day of the year Friday. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, S&P 500 futures rose 0.5%, Dow Jones Industrial Average futures climbed 0.6%, and futures on the Nasdaq 100 were 0.4% higher. The S&P 500 and the Dow both fell 1.7% Friday, the worst day of 2025 for both indices, as soft economic data sent jitters through stocks. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite slumped 2.2%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for February 24th.